everybody, Aaron Walters here talking about the tools of the trade. So you might be thinking, what are the tools of the trade? Well, for me, it's a 17-foot canoe that I rode down a bunch of rivers in Middle Tennessee. So front to back, she's pretty simple. She's just a regular canoe, but she has one little secret. She's outfitted with an aftermarket rowing kit, which I really enjoy when it comes to floating big rivers and big water. So let's take a closer look. So right now I would more than willingly be on a river, but today's weather is not permittable for that. We've had showers all night long, followed this morning, and all the rivers here in Middle Tennessee are going to be blown out. And so I thought I would just take the time and show you guys what I'm rowing. So this boat comes outfitted with two 6'5" oars, which are my favorite because there's something about rowing down a river that I just really enjoy. It's the ability to be in control and to put people where they need to go to catch fish. I don't know what it is, but I prefer this over a kayak or a bass boat any day. So this 3-seat canoe is perfect. I've floated the Elk River, Caney Fork, Duck River, and even rivers out east, and it handles it perfectly fine. The funny thing is the majority of the rivers that I've floated them when the river's actually generating, so the water's been a little bit higher, a little quicker. This boat handles it perfectly. So usually when we have a full crew, we'll have somebody sit up in the front, and if we're doing a multi-day, put the cooler right behind that front seat, and then I will sit in the middle and row for the whole trip. If we're going on a multi-day, we'll put all of our camping accessories, stoves, food, bags, tents, all that in the back of the boat just to even out the weight. For me, it really comes down to what I like to call the guide mentality. I want to be as prepared as I can be when I get on the water, and I take people just like you. Why? So that I can put you in a position where you can catch fish of a lifetime. Or I can teach you and have everything I need easily accessible in the boat. To be able to do that, I have it set up to fit me. All these dimensions and all these different things can change, but here's how I like it. Each one of these oars fits into a fitting on each arm on both sides. Now if we're in the water, these would kick to a direction the current is going, but we're in the barn. And the rain outside is about as much water as we're going to get today. So when there's actually current, these oars that I have on either side of me will kind of be kicking around doing whatever they want in the current, depending on where the boat's positioned. Beside me, there are two styrofoam floats, and these are stabilizers. This allows us to pack in more weight and more people, but also gives the stability for someone to stand up. One of the cool things that has happened in this boat is we floated a 2-day down the Elk River, which comes out of Timms Ford. It's a tailwater, and we started seeing a lot of trout, which they stock the river, but then we started getting to some current riffle turns, and I was like, hey, Roger, who is usually the guy that comes fish with me, I was like, hey, take the oars. I want to do some fly fishing while I'm up here. So I jump on top of the cooler and actually fly fish while he's rowing down. And so this canoe actually acts somewhat like a drift boat, and it's very interesting the way that the boat operates and the way that it floats and the way that it kind of reacts to the water itself. So that's it. I'll show you the back, and then we'll just kind of do a follow through, and we'll close this thing out. So all the way in the back of the boat we have the anchor trolley. This is where I will hang my 20-pound anchor, and that is more than enough to stop this thing and kind of bump and drag and slow down through sections. So if we're anchoring up on a corner and we want to do some fishing, or if we're stopping to take a break, use the anchor trolley. The rope runs up to the middle seat, and I just pull it, and drops the anchor wherever we need it to be. So this is the boat that I'll be using to do a lot of my guiding, a lot of the trips that I go on. So until the weather starts cooperating a little bit more and the rivers start calming down, this is the resting place for my Tripper canoe. Thanks, Old Town. You guys make great products. Keep doing what you do.